Hey, quick channeled message. So also new angle, so cool. I have my cat's kitty little bat Halloween themed tube out as well. Halloween could be significant for this reading because I just brought that up and it's near Halloween. Okay, sorry, I was eating something. I shouldn't have done that and then recorded. Okay, so channeled message. Spirit gave me a channeled message and I had to just record, say it right away. Halloween's definitely significant in this reading somewhere. And also, I have cramps right now. So that's telling me that the collective that I'm tapping into right now, you're in pain, whether that's like physical pain, mental pain, emotional pain, spiritual pain. Maybe like you're being spiritually attacked right now. But yeah, the channeled message that I got before I pulled the cards, was Spirit was showing me, well, Spirit was basically saying, you can't fit a circle in a square. Like, in terms of like, when children they come on this planet, they have like, they're born, whatever, and they have these like, their own interests, their own personality. But then they're with parents who like raise them or people around them, like schools that say you can never be this, you can never be what your interests are because of this, because you don't have the grades, because you can't, because that's a dead-end job, because you don't have the skills for it, because people around here don't get jobs like that, because companies like that aren't common around here, so it's not likely that you will get a job like that. Or if you want to be in that industry, you have to go somewhere else. It's really competitive. It's not a good career option. You're not going to expand. You're not going to, you'll really struggle. Just stuff like that, like really putting you down. But that's your interest, like that's your soul's purpose, that's your mission, like that's why you came here on earth. The interest wouldn't be there to begin with if it wasn't for you to take that as a call from Spirit, your higher self, from God, and follow through and like take action on what your dream, your aspiration, whatever it is, like your purpose, like pretty much the career that you came here and you were after. And maybe like people told you should try this like subject in school because you didn't get the grades for this, so you can't take this because you didn't get the grades for this. But let's say the reason that you didn't get the grades in that subject was because there were some personal ongoing issues. You didn't like the teacher, you didn't like the class, you didn't like your classmates. It could have been anything. And because of like other people saying that you can't do this because of some grades on like a piece of paper, they then dictated, as if they're like God or whatever, in this child's brain what they can and can't do. Like, let's say somebody wants to be like a scientist, a biologist, but they were like a couple grades off from being able to take that subject on, and then they couldn't be a nurse, they couldn't be a doctor, you know? I mean, I feel like with stuff like that, you do need that extra like training, but it's important to talk about your options. Like, you can always resit that test. You can always like redo, relearn, understand that like like, it's important to talk about your options if that's really something that you're interested in. Let's say that someone has anxiety and they really like drama, but like they didn't do really well because they had really bad anxiety. But the cause of their anxiety was mental health problems or stuff that was going on in their personal life. Or like, let's say like the kid who didn't get the grades to do like a sciencey subject, they had some ongoing issues, like their parents were getting divorced or something, and that had a knock-on effect. But because like things had settled, they were in a better headspace. Had they have done that test again or had that chance to do that test again, then they'd be able to do a subject that would really interest them and that they'd be able to grow and flourish in. But because people are afraid to like understand that stagnancy has meaning. When there's a pause in our life or there's like a redirection, 555 on the timer, it's usually, it has a divine purpose. We're there for a reason to like learn something in that moment, like a life lesson. And if you're feeling stuck, like saying there's definitely no lesson to be learnt here, well, that's because you haven't learnt the lesson yet. And that stagnancy, that redirection, that change, it has a divine purpose. But it's important to not be like everyone else and think that your progression in life from childhood is just going to be one line up, because it's not. It's going to go up, down, up, down. It's going to go spiraling. Success isn't the same for everyone. It's not linear. It's never going to be linear. Everyone's going to have an up, down moment in their life somewhere, and maybe even like their whole entire life. Maybe like parts of it only. But it's really important to not fit a child in a box when they were meant to be a circle, is what I'm trying to say here. So if you came on this planet as a circle with like your circular interests and people are fitting you in this box that you're supposed to be, like they're saying like you need to be like this because that's what I wanted to be, but they're not going to say that. Or like, because I think that you're going to be better in this and you're going to grow and succeed in this role. But who's to say that you are? They're just saying that from their opinions, from what they've seen, from what they've heard. But I don't see them themselves going down that route. Otherwise, had they have done that, would they have got that same outcome? Like the stereotypical, like making your kids be doctors, lawyers, like I don't see you being a doctor or a lawyer. And if they usually are, like maybe that was their, like if they are actually like if your parents actually are doctors and lawyers, let's say, and they're making you be that, well, were they successful? Like, were they happy? Or maybe if they were, that was part of their soul's mission, that they would agree that when they were little, they grew up and they understood, like, yeah, like I always wanted to be this. Then surely they would understand that as a child and you had this like vision, this dream, like your purpose, that was always what you wanted to be. And that is what is meant for you and that's your life's purpose. So fitting a circle in a box, let's say, like imagine it here, or I can like do it visually with a card. I'll use the back and like my bobble. Fitting like a circle in a box, it can be too small and like it will never grow because it's always going to be a circle. It's not going to fit the corners. It's not going to fit the edges. It's not going to live up to its fullest potential. It's not going to expand anymore. It's not going to change who it is at a core to fit a shape, a career that was never meant to be their purpose. It was never meant to be for them, that they don't have the traits, the ambition, the interests for to fit into, and they're going in it for the wrong reasons, for money. Like you only get successful and a lot of like you see the money when you're in a career that you actually enjoy, that doesn't feel like work. And let's say like this circle was like bigger, you know, maybe like they're working too hard, trying to fit in this box desperately, but they're filling the wrong edges. Like they're almost expanding in too much in a way that's backfiring, and they're seeing failures rather than success because it was never meant for them. And the same could work in a relationship, the same could work in obviously a career. I can't really think of anything else in life that it would apply to, but maybe even your health. Yeah, so your health, you could like stretch and make your mental health like better, like push yourself. And you can't push healing, you can't rush healing, and you'll end up making yourself sick or feel worse. Or let's say like cancer patients, when they go through their chemotherapy, you can't do that all the time. There's like a waiting period. Antibiotics, there's a waiting period, you know, like, because then you get resistance with antibiotics. So yeah, overworking yourself to fit in a box. I know that the health ones might not have been the greatest examples, but I think this is mostly for career. Yeah, like I guess with partners it would be the same as well, like trying to fit like a soulmate or a twin flame together that weren't meant to be. I don't know. I hope that made sense anyway, but that was just a really important message that Spirit brought for me. Now, something about Halloween was significant. This card just flipped. Spirit is saying to me that there's been something's went wrong flirtatious wise. Maybe you tried to flirt with someone, maybe you were making moves and it went wrong. Maybe they took the wrong side of it, kind of thing. Maybe they got the wrong impression of you. Maybe you came across trying to flirt with someone, pick someone up, or like be flirty, whatever, impress them, and they didn't take that in a good way. They kind of like let's find out. Pause. And they kind of threw it back in your face, I'm getting. So I think you are getting like a little bit chaotic right now, collective, and I do think that it's because of your finances and also your love life. I think everything's a bit of a mess at the moment. It was raining outside as well, so which is why I'm getting that painful energy, because it hasn't rained in so long here. And because it's summer and like it's suddenly just started raining, so that just says to me that there is an immense pain in your career or your love life. And this card decided to stay out, so it will. And in terms of your love life, it could be you flirting with someone and them taking it the wrong way. Maybe you're not on the same wavelength when it comes to humor. Maybe like the Mercury retrograde that recently happened, there were some miscommunications and you just feel like you need to clear things up with a real conversation. And if it's in terms of your work, then you are in the wrong career, like I was saying at the beginning. Maybe your parents, schools, they told you that you couldn't be something that you really wanted to be, like as a child. That spirit placed that in your heart chakra, waiting for you to like flourish and take that on and live in your truth and like just embody what it is that you were meant to be on this planet. And like in this lifetime as well, because your mission is going to be like different in different lifetimes. 444 on the timer. But if you don't complete a mission in this lifetime, Spirit's saying that you need to complete it in the next lifetime. And you'll see the same karmic people coming in the next lifetime and the next lifetime until you complete that mission. And if it's meant for you, you'll get a new mission to complete. If it's not meant for you, you could ascend and become an ascended master. It depends on how far you've ascended. But yeah, do your research on that if you don't know it. But yeah. Interesting, because these bits were twisted in, and like halfway through the reading I kind of like twisted it out. I think it was meant to be this way. So it was literally about, this is a message again, this is about you flipping your life the right way up, from upside down to the right way up, where you can succeed and flourish in your success, wear your crown, your spiritual crown, and live in your life's purpose, in your dream career. You have the skills for it. You already are enough as it is, because your skills were placed there. You're not lacking anything. Transferable skills are like a really important thing for a reason. Like, you can go in marketing and be a psychologist, like transferable skills. You can go in, because like in marketing they use psychology to look at the trends, the patterns, people's habits, what people are thinking, to then target the market, right? And like do all of that commercial stuff. But if you're a psychologist, you can go into tech and be like an IT specialist, because you're constantly using technology, computers. You have that skill set. Like if you work with the NHS, like you're going to be continuously trained. You're going to get that training, including IT training. If you're going to be in tech, and you can then go in marketing, people need app developers. They need like people who can look at like social media insights for marketing all the time, like people who can look at social media trends, content creators, you know, like everything's like linked. Like transferable skills are really important. Like you can go from a business job leading like an office, like a team, and like doing presentations, and then go be like a film movie star, because you have that like experience of like being professional, and it is part of like an act. Like people put that on. Like people act professional. It's acting experience. You can sing in the shower every day and be like a stay-at-home mom, and then decide to be like a singer or something, and then be famous. I don't know. Be a content creator. Like you can change your life in however way that you want. And because I said Halloween is going to be significant, I have some good news. I think you will be turning that life upside down by Halloween. So Halloween, the reason why this card was important to leave out here was for this message. So you're not going to let friends from your childhood, you're not going to let teachers from your childhood, parents, even like things that you've heard about your geographical location prevent you from chasing your dreams and like going after what it is that you truly want and taking those steps to get there. Like you need to start counting your blessings and realize the things that you do have. Focus on the things that you actually do have in your life, because because then you won't be in this stagnant energy of procrastinating, of overworking, even sometimes trying too hard and not getting the gifts back, not reaping the rewards. You're not getting what you give. There's an unequal give and take. And when you go in this new career, you're going to thrive. You're going to succeed. This is going to go like this. You're going to get a crown of success. You're going to get a trophy. You're going to get awards. You're going to get rewards. You're going to see the success like, it's gonna flow in naturally, easily, because it's what was always meant for you. You need a disconnect from whatever life path that you're on now that isn't meant for you. Like, obviously, I understand you need your job, you need the finances, like, we get it. Like, we're not saying delete, like, your job immediately and leave, whatever, no. But do like, do your research and look at, like, what steps you can take, what opportunities you can get involved in, like, whether that's going to networking events, whether that's yeah, mixing with different industries and, like, communicating with them that way, seeing what careers you can do, going to job fairs, looking at, like, different routes, signing up to, like, a course and, like, taking up more training, dance classes, acting classes, singing, music classes, even, like, getting, like, a part-time job at, like, a recording studio or something, or, like, in a stadium, or, like, at a fitness club or something, fitness center. But yeah, it's time to, like, get out of this, like, I'm hearing, like, you're making excuses in your head that's making you feel stuck, stagnant, not progressing, and really, oh my god. Really, you are your worst enemy. You're your own worst enemy. But the phone just fell, and everything happens for a reason. So yeah, you've been overworking yourself and you're literally about to collapse. You're about to fall flat on your face because you're trying too hard and you're not getting in return because the route that you're on was never meant for you. And you know it because in your heart, you can feel it. In your heart chakra, you can feel it. And it's time for you to not listen to those sneaky, manipulative, deceptive people that were in your life telling you what you should be, what you can't be, what you can and can't do in your life. And it's time to take back that power, call back your power, because you are capable and worthy of reaching that success. And stay loyal and true to what you know best. And yeah, don't listen to deceptive people because they're the ones that are going to keep you stuck, stagnant, like by leading you down the wrong path. Like, it's a dead end, right? So this is like a dead end here. They're telling you, go this way, be a lawyer, this way, go be an actress, but it's not meant for you. What's meant for you is being whatever it is that you want to be. And that's for you to decide. Obviously, I can't tell you that. But it's time for you to detach from these negative people, these karmic people, and even like your own self-talk, negative self-talk, saying like, I'm too old to change careers. I can't do it because I don't have the skills. Nobody will want me. Well, find a way to get those skills if you feel like you actually don't have it. Otherwise, if you do, why don't you just try anyway? Why don't you just try and apply for that job anyway? Because you might get it. Just use your transferable skills, right? You don't have to be in that career. And you're never going to be too old to like sign up for a course, go retrain, go to university, go to college, go do a course. Like, you're never going to be too old to retrain. Like, that's your passion, that's your hobby, like, that's your dream. You can do that whenever. And for people who limit themselves because they say that, oh, I'm too old, and you'll notice it's the same people that say you're too old. So the ones that say you're too old always feel like they're too old. But don't listen to the judgments of others. Like, People are always going to judge you. What's important is that you succeed in something, in an area that makes you happy, that fulfills you, because your happiness on this limited time on this earth is the most important thing, not the opinions of others. When we go into different lifetimes and, like, I don't know, get reborn, and if we haven't completed the mission, we're still going to see the same karmic people. They're still going to have the same opinions. It's history repeating itself. It's just time for you to decide whether you should be listening to them or not. It's time to, like, show the universe that you're ready to not listen to the karmic opinions of other people that literally aren't even going to remember you by the next lifetime anyway. Like, just fulfill your purpose as long as there's no harm to anyone, and there's, like, it's fulfilling, like, the greatest and highest good of all. And by you trusting your heart's purpose, your soul's purpose, your mission of why you came here, then you naturally will be doing the greatest and highest good for everyone, because you'll be in the best state as you. So you'll be spreading that positivity to everyone else. So yeah, don't stay stuck and stagnant in the wrong path for any longer. Like, Halloween is around the corner if you're watching this in real time. If you're not, then it could still apply for whenever it is, or it could be in the next 3 months. I'm seeing 1 to 3 months. And if you're currently in Halloween, then it's now. You're going to go through a transformative tower moment change. I'm seeing tower in my third eye, and that is literally only if Halloween is, like, now when you're watching this. But the other ones, it's the other time frames that I gave you. And, like, when I give you time frames and angel numbers, take note, like, write it in your notes on your phone, like, write it on a piece of paper, because they mean something. Like, Google it, Google the meaning. If it's the time frames, put it on your calendar, and by the time it happens, like, the time comes, you'll look back at your life and you'll be like, oh my god, she was right. And you save this video and you let me know, because that's how it works. And yeah, so yeah, absolutely let go of that old path, career path, that, I don't know, partner, health, whatever road you were on. Just get rid of it and follow your soul's purpose. It's time to not be stagnant anymore. Don't listen to the opinions of other people. They've been holding you back from your true purpose. They've been holding you back. Like, spirit is calling you. Take that action now. Now is the time to act. Like, take that action now. Because in the next 1 to 3 months, like, things are going to be moving. Like, the tower moment could still apply, even if it's, like, in the next 1 to 3 months. Obviously, if it's in the same month, it's going to be more intense. Because everything will just happen all at once, and you'll just lose everything, and you'll be like, what is happening? But it's for a greater purpose. And by the way, you don't have to accept any message that isn't meant for you. But if you know that, like, oh my god, I'm actually not enjoying where I am right now, this tower moment could actually really help me, and I'd probably really enjoy it, because I'm so sick and tired and bored of the place that I'm at right now. So a little bit of change, even if it's chaotic, would actually do me more peace and justice and happiness, and I wouldn't be afraid of that. And yeah, so you wouldn't mind that. Spirit is calling you to take that action. Now is the time. Now is the time to do it. Otherwise, bad things are going to happen, and you're going to get that tower moment, and it's going to change either way, whether you're ready or not. And you're not going to progress. You're not going to expand. You're not going to grow. And because of that, things will naturally go downhill until you're forced to rebuild. And I said hell almost, or so maybe your life's going to be like hell, but it also sounded like I was going to say help. So you're going to be so down low that your life's going to be like hell, and you're going to be asking for help from all the way down there. So it's best to like not let the tower moment hit and listen to spirit, because when we don't listen to spirit and we don't follow our soul, because we all signed soul contracts before we came on this planet of what we came here to fulfill, what we came here to complete and achieve, right? So if you don't achieve that, and don't, like, let's say like you signed a contract, a soul contract, saying at this time, at this age, when I'm 66 years old, I'm going to leave this job and I'm going to retire, and you don't, and you just stay there and you don't expand. That's an obvious example that you're not going to expand. But what's going to happen? Like, your health is going to decline, right? You're not going to make enough finances. But spirit is calling you. Maybe you should look at that as a sign to finally go into a hobby or an interest that you always wanted to do when you were younger, but you didn't because of other people's opinions and financial constraints that you may have had, right? And it's time to look at those core wounds, those wounds that other people that have placed upon you, like by saying like you weren't good enough, like you can't do this. People around here don't get jobs like that. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, it's really competitive. Like, that industry does not exist here. Like, stuff like that. If the industry doesn't exist here, what's to say that you can't create that industry here? Like, history is a thing. Like, people do things and make that change for it to be a part of history, right? So why can't you be that person to do that change and to make that history? Yeah, write your own history, make your own future, make your own destiny. And yeah, I feel like there were more things that I could just keep saying, but it's half an hour already, so I'm just going to flick through. If you'd like to book a personal though, my Etsy is in my bio, so feel free. And comment and like and subscribe. Anyway, 222 on the timer, and I also seen 32. 32 could be significant. You could be 32 years old. You could be 22 years old. You could be 55 years old. I'm pretty sure I said that. Or even 44 years old. 38, 39. I'm reading the timer now. Okay, so yeah, two reconciliation cards, one after the other. These are two reconciliation cards. You're reconciling with your life, your soul's mission, your soul's purpose. Your soul could have said to you, when I'm 5 years old, I'm gonna lose my first tooth. If your tooth doesn't come out, what's gonna happen? You're gonna run into a wall and that tooth is gonna fall out. You know, that was probably a bad example, but it could be right. 3. These could be like birthdays, years, or significant times in your life that you've lived, or significant ages. Could be on receipts, anything that means anything. But you can like Google those numbers that I've just said and like find out the meanings. And like 3 is also on the timer, and you like stop. But I feel like the 30s is really significant here. So you could be in your 30s, but I'm literally getting 30 to 39, anywhere around there. So a large, but when I get stuff like that, that means a large collective that is watching. The majority that is watching, that will be watching in the future, are going to be in that group. Or if not, it could just have some meaning. But yeah, 2 reconciliation cards. You're reconciling with your life and you're taking that action. You're revving up that engine, like you're going headfirst into that career. If the tower moment has not hit yet, I am getting that you're in the thick of it now. Like, it is happening. Like, I think whether the tower moment is gonna destroy things for you or not, like without you taking the first leap, I think you've already took the first leap yourself. Like, I think you've already started applying for jobs. You've already applied to retrain. You've already like accepted a job offer at a different career. You've already handed your notice in. You've already told someone that you're leaving the city, that you're leaving the area. You've ended relationships, right? But I think you've took that action already. I really hope this helped. I think that's the message. I could have went on for a lot longer, but I think that was a good time for me to say that you should book a personal instead, because then I can go into further detail and be more specific about it for you. Just let me know. Like, you can even link a video to and send it to me, like my own video. Just say like the title name, and then I can refer back to it and do like a reading from that message. I don't know, or just like let me know a specific question. I can do crystal ball readings, pendulums. I can even wax scry. If you don't know what that is, it's simply a sheet of paper I put down. I can put it in a bowl of water as well, light a candle, and I'll pour the wax on the paper or the bowl of water and do the readings. I can make it more strong by request. Add essential oils if it's a love reading. I can add essential oils if it's a career reading. I can add citrus essential oils, and that can help as like an offering to spirit to help the readings be more accurate and stick on theme, you know, instead of going like, it'll help it be more specific is what I'm trying to say. And personal to you, of course. And yeah, obviously prices may vary, but message me and let me know and I can personalize. I think the only readings that are up there are tarot readings at the moment, but that doesn't mean that if you purchase and we communicate, I can't do a different kind of reading for you, because I can. So just let me know. I'm really flexible. So thank you.